Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube video. Tonight we're going to have a little project. We're going to change a sink aerator from underneath the sink. The garbage disposal is leaking all over. It was installed about 7 to 8 years ago. I think it has had better days now. So it's time for me to swap it. I'm going to switch. This is a Badger 5. I'm going to swap it. That's probably a half horsepower, and I'm swapping it to this big boy. That's 1.25 horsepower. So it's a much bigger machine, and I think this is gonna be a lot better. The interior is not even metal, so I think the interior is stainless steel, if I'm not mistaken. So much stronger too, and hopefully will resist to corrosion. So first and foremost, what you want to make sure you do is, if you've done all your tests, I wouldn't bother just fixing it. For an $80 fix, it'll take you less time to swap it. I got this guy from Costco. It's $100 right now. I bought it today, and they're having a $20 rebate, instant rebate. So that's $80 plus tax. So $90. That's not bad. This guy is about 110. It's actually more expensive. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you unplug power. If you guys are hooked up directly into the power, not like me where I'm just plugging it in, make sure you turn off at the switch the power to the sink aerator. Second step, we're gonna have to remove that hookup. That's for the dishwasher. Also remove these two little screws here that are hooking up the garbage disposal to the drain. And then I'm gonna have about 1, 2, 3 screws to remove. And since this is a different brand, the interior of the sink is not the same. So I'm gonna have to remove that and put a new one in. And I've got some plumber's putty too, but I'll show you in a different video. This is gonna be, I don't know, we'll see, maybe a 45-minute fix. So I'll try to film as much as I can where I can. If not, I'll show you the finish, but that's pretty easy. So here we go. I'll see you in a bit. There we go. So now we're just going to remove the hook right here that we'll reuse later. So okay, perfect. Glad I had a container here. Okay, that's one. Now we've got these two screws that I hooked up. There's a plate, and we are going to probably remove that plate too. Probably come with a different system as well. So I'll do the second one. I'll push that back, take this out. 1, 2, 3 screws, push it down, unscrew it, push it down, and then remove that plate right here. Okay? See you in the next one. Alright, so that's it. The old part is gone. I cleaned up this area to make sure that when I'm putting the new putty, it just sticks better. Plus, it's just better to get started with fresh. So underneath is all cleaned up as well. So now I'm gonna have to put that putty right underneath, all around here, all in here, all around. And this is what I'm using today. This is from the Lowe's. So I'm gonna put sufficient amount in here, and when pressing it down, this thing is gonna come straight down in here. So when pressing it down, it will come out here, but we'll just cut it out. So we'll put this is the next step, and then underneath will come, this is the fiber gasket, and then we have the support flange, and then we have the upper mount ring, which should be here, this piece right here, the upper mount flange. This is the support flange, so that's gonna go first is this and the ring underneath. Okay, so we're gonna go step by step. Every brand is different, but it's pretty much all the same. All right, so I'm gonna put the pudding now. So we're just gonna take some part of it and doesn't matter how much they go to waste, but at least you just go around and that's it. That's definitely too much. But so don't worry about the extra. Okay, now we're gonna go underneath. Okay. So put the fiber gasket going in here. After that, we can have the support. And then the hardest will be this. Hopefully you guys can see. There we go. Okay. And now this is the part that goes up on top. I should one step too fast. That goes on first, and then the ring. There we go. And now we just want to that's going to press everything down, and you'll notice the plumber's putty will be coming out even more in the sink because it's pushing it out. That's what's putting the pressure on, creating a nice tight seal. So you don't need to screw it in too tight, but make sure it's tight enough. There we go, should be fine. Okay, now let's see what we got next. Alright. So there's one thing that I didn't talk about in here. This is basically for the dishwasher. So there's that little thing inside of there that you have to knock it out. With a screwdriver, it pops right out. It's very simple. If you don't have a dishwasher, forget that. But this is where my hose will be hooked up to, right to this. Reason why you have to remove it, otherwise water will not be going in here and then out to the here. Okay, so let's make sure we have it on tight. Now we just have 2 screws to put in here. So just make sure you tighten these 2 screws to the plate. Not easy with one hand. All right. So now the key is to put it back on. boy. That's a heavy guy. In now. Let's see if I can tighten it. Just using a screwdriver, I'm just going to try to tighten it a little more. It's actually perfect. It's in place, it's not going anywhere. Okay. So I was able to hook it back up to the drain. Okay. Here we go. Now I have to put this hose back in. I wonder if I may have to cut it off a little bit. As you can see, it's kind of dangling down here. It's kind of going in a curve. And you want to make sure it goes straight in so water doesn't sit in there. So I'm gonna have to cut it off a little bit. All right, another step. It's in, the new guy is in. So I didn't actually have to cut this tube. I just pushed it up to make sure it stays straight so water can easily go in there. And all we need to do is plug it in, but beforehand, here's what we need to do. That's the putty. We just want to cut it out nice and straight. Here we go. Nice and clean. So we're gonna have one more thing to put in, the rubber gasket, which goes in here. There we go. We need to plug it in and see if it turns on. Oh yeah. All right, we made it. That was an easy fix. It took about 45 minutes, just like I said. And I'm happy. This should work much better. 1.25 horsepower, so that's a lot stronger than a half horsepower. So here we go, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my videos. I'm always fixing something in the house or inside, outside. And hit on the bell if you want to be notified for new videos when they come available. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it should be fairly simple for you to do the same thing. Just make sure you run the machine for a little while to make sure there's no leak anywhere, that you don't mess anything up, and you should be good to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.